about it. Breaking news. We asking a question. Why did this Cassie and Diddy lawsuit get settled so fast in about 24 hours? We're going to explore that. Also, we asking, are teachers or parents to blame for students nowadays falling behind in their classes? Think about it, because we're going to talk about movies, music, and a whole bunch more. That's all coming up, baby. You kicking it with KC. Let's go. Oh, no, here we go. Popular topics, man. Pop tops that may or may not be talked about in the news. Yours truly, KC, MC, 10 plus years in the radio experience, plus more. Let's go. All right, man, so this is what really everybody was talking about. This Diddy and Cassie situation. According to APnews.com, man, Combs Attorney Ben Brafman says, quote, for the past 6 months, Mr. Combs has been subjected to Miss Cassandra Ventura's, aka Cassie, persistent demand of $30 million under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship, which unequivocally rejected as blatant blackmail. He says also, despite withdrawing her initial threat, Miss Ventura has now resorted to filing a lawsuit riddled with baseless and outrageous lies, aiming to tarnish Mr. Combs' reputation and seeking a payday, end quote. This is coming from Diddy's attorney. Ventura's lawyer, or Cassie's lawyer, we should say, Douglas Wigdor, he responded in a statement that says, Combs offered her, quote, 8 figures to silence her and prevent her from filing this lawsuit. She rejected his efforts and decided to give a voice to all women who suffer in silence, end quote. Now that's the main point that I want to focus on. Her rejecting his offer initially, allegedly, to file this lawsuit to give a voice to all women who suffer in silence. That's what she claimed. That's what her lawyer is at least claiming. Does that mean that's exactly what she means? Who knows? But here, the lawsuit came out on Thursday, and they settled the lawsuit on Friday. November what? November 17th? Now, they both released a statement. The statement said they reached a deal to, quote, to their mutual satisfaction, end quote. But no terms of the agreement were disclosed. No further statements would be issued. And that was pretty much it. As a matter of fact, I got some quotes specifically from each person's representation. In Cassie's statement, she said, quote, I have decided to resolve this matter amicably on terms that I have some level of control. I want to thank my family, fans, lawyers for their unwavering support, end quote. And Combs' lawyer says, quote, we have decided to resolve this matter amicably. I wish Cassie and her family all the best. Love, end quote. So are we talking about a money grab, or are we talking about you really being a voice of women who's been silenced? Because technically, you've been paid off to be silenced now. You're not speaking on the case. You can't talk about how the case was settled. You were asking for allegedly $30 million. That's what Diddy's lawyers say. You rejected it, or they offered you 8 figures, whatever the case may be. The point is, you're another person who makes a lot of noise. Say that you're making noise, or you're standing up for, you want to be the voice for these type of people, this marginalized group, only to be in a situation where only you would benefit, and you keep your mouth closed. You're no longer a voice. So what is that? What kind of picture does that paint? I hate to say this, but that's similar to Colin Kaepernick. Drawing up all that noise, drew up a big crowd and, following behind him, everybody rooting behind him, we supporting him, only for him to take a settlement with the NFL of an undisclosed amount, and he can't even speak on it, and still begs to get a job in the NFL. I believe this is kind of similar. Now, she was alleging Diddy is doing a lot of different stuff. I don't even want to get into that, but now Diddy's girlfriend is Young Miami, so is Young Miami the second victim of this allegedly? Is she being paid off? Who knows? Point is, I think this makes Cassie's fight invalid to some type of degree. Especially if you're going to allow your lawyer to put out statements saying things like, and maybe she didn't know this, saying things like, I want to be the voice for all women who are silent. I think that's bad representation, with that being said. Because if you're going to settle and you end up being quiet, you're not doing what the motive of your cause was. I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with that, because what you get from the situation doesn't benefit the advocates of your cause, the people who came behind you. Now they're all sitting there wondering what happened and what do we do from now. So I don't know. Is Diddy guilty of any of the accusations from Cassie? Possibly. We've heard a lot of rumors about Diddy. We don't know any of them to be true. And apparently things keep happening to where we ain't gonna find out if it is too either. And that's just the way it is when you got money. You pay the cost to be the boss, unfortunately. But at the end of the day, Cassie seems to be fine. She got what she wanted at the end. Diddy got what he wanted. So I don't know what you believe with Diddy, but at the end of the day, I think Cassie trying to be the voice for all women who were silent was some BS to begin with. But that's just me. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386. Switching up to another topic, man. This is coming from the Associated Press, APnews.com. A recent Gallup poll revealed that nearly 90% of parents believe their children perform at grade level in reading and math, despite federal surveys indicating otherwise. Report cards, often relied upon by parents, might not reflect the true academic standing of their kids, leading to missed opportunities for extra support. Now, while grades soared during the pandemic, they were masking learning gaps, and standardized tests highlighted the reality. Now, although schools have invested in academic programs using federal relief money, fewer students participate in these programs than they anticipate. The lack of awareness among families about their child's academic standing underscores the need for better informed parental involvement. So what I was basically asking is, are teachers or parents to blame or the reason for these students falling behind? Now, what they're saying is essentially, since the pandemic happened, a lot of teachers' classrooms, instructions, and guidelines were a lot more relaxed. They weren't as strict. I don't know if you know, but in some school districts, they don't even allow teachers to grade your paper or give it corrections with a red marking because it stands out, makes the kid feel a certain type of way. So I believe they've been softening the cushion, softening the blow for kids for a while now, but this is just adding on to it. Nonetheless, what it's actually saying is they say, all right, since y'all learning at home and things are different, we're gonna grade you a little bit easier. So now kids and students were getting easy A's and B's when they would probably be getting C's and B's and stuff like that, or D's possibly. So they said the systems have still been relaxed. They ain't necessarily tightened it up, pause. And while your kid might come home with an A or B on their report card, they doing bad on the standardized tests nowadays. Now, standardized tests don't necessarily tell you how smart your kid is or anything, but what I want to say is, it's a reflection. It's a reflection in some type of way. If your child maybe isn't able to read and comprehend the question in order to give a great response, maybe that's a reflection of their reading comprehension. And maybe there's something that you need to work on. Maybe it's some type of dyslexia. Who knows? But parents are who I want to blame. The teachers, I believe y'all are just instruments of the system. All right, y'all are put in place to teach what they tell you to teach. You're not necessarily actually teaching them what you feel like is beneficial for them as adults. So it's on the parents to really be checking in, make sure they coming home, checking the homework, making sure you actually know and understand the work also. I am a parent. Eventually, I'm going to have to come to that position too. Now, I will say as a kid, I used to hate when my mom asked me about homework. I used to hate doing homework. I used to try to make up excuses for not having homework. But at the end of the day, I know what she was doing was right. She was following up doing what she was supposed to do as a parent. My grades still suck though. But anyway, I gotta blame the parents for these kids falling behind, man. And that's coming from a parent, even though my kid ain't in school yet. But anyway, that's none of the list. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386. We're gonna switch it up, man. This ain't alcohol, by the way. This is coffee I'm drinking. We about to talk about music in the audio audit. It's 4:58 a.m., bro. I'm drinking coffee. Anyway, Larry June dropped the project with producer Cardo from Wiz Khalifa's gang, if I'm not mistaken, Taylor gang. He dropped a project called The Night Shift. Listen to this on YouTube Music, no endorsement. Shout out to YouTube. 17 tracks, 52 minutes. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a Larry June fan or listener. The only reason I really know about the Larry June hype, let me turn this down. The only reason I know a little bit about the Larry June hype is because, shout out to my boy Reggie, shout out to my boy Donald. They talk about Larry June. They have for a while. So I'm like, let me listen to him. Listen to this project. It's not for me. Larry June voice, I can't get past it. Or maybe it's his flow. I like either his flow or his cadence or his I don't know what it is I like. I like one thing, but it's a couple other things I just don't like. couple songs stood out to me on this project. Clocked In, which was the first song on there, very, very chill. And Pop Out featuring Schoolboy Q. So it was a real chill, melodic type vibe altogether. I'll give him that, which I appreciate. But it was either his voice, his flow, it was something that I was like, I don't like this. That's me personally. Maybe it's his style that I like. Maybe, I don't know. But Larry June, Cardo, The Night Shift, 2 tracks out of 17 that stood out to me. Maybe 2 other ones were decent, but that's what, 2 to 4 out of 17. Yeah, I'm not recommending it. But maybe you like Larry June. I'm pretty sure you one of them people. Let me know what you think about The Night Shift by Larry June and Cardo. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show 313-466-4386. I got a lot more projects that we listen to I want to talk about. Yeah, we listened to Young Boy Never Broke Again. NBA Young Boy, he dropped the project Decided To. Listen to this on YouTube Music, no endorsement. 18 tracks, 1 hour and 1 minute. Longer than the 30 to 45 minute span that I usually like for my projects. That way I don't think it's not a BS project, and that way I don't get too bored. But yeah, I got a little bit bored. Now, I've listened to a few NBA YoungBoy projects throughout the years, through on my shows, and I feel like every time I listen to it, I'll be like, this is not for me, bro. This is not for me. No track stood out to me, bro. Like, they all sound the same. Maybe I'm the old nigga nowadays. I'll give myself that. I'm outside the demo for hip hop, and I'm not getting it. Every now and then I like an NBA YoungBoy track. But I wasn't feeling this project. Decided To. I'm not gonna say it was trash. I just personally, it's not for me. No replay value whatsoever. It's for the young boys though. 18 tracks, 1 hour 1 minute. NBA YoungBoy Decided To. Not for me. But let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show 313-466-4386. Another project. Trying to get this light together. All right, so anyway, listen to another project. Drake, For All the Dogs, Scary Hours edition. YouTube Music, no endorsement. So this is basically like a deluxe for Scary Hours for Drake. He dropped an additional 6 tracks, which added 24 minutes, which makes the entire project 1 hour 49 minutes or something like that. So I only listened to these new 6 songs. I don't even know what the 6 songs were. Who cares what all 6 of them were? They're the last 6 songs, but only 3 of them stood out to me. Red Button, which was the first song that he added on there, which that's the one where he talked about Joe Budden. He had a slight bar. When I heard the bar, I kind of knew it was about Joe Budden. I'm like, man, you're not naming names. You didn't took jabs at Joe Budden before. Like, this is nothing new. Who really cares? The blogs blew it up, though. The shoe fits was nice. He was just talking about different women, different men. And he's basically saying if the shoe fits, then wear it. This is you. This is what society is. Women acting a certain way, acting like you too good on social media, but ain't really nothing in real life. And men out here doing flashy stuff, but you really bums type stuff. You know what I'm saying? I kind of felt that. And then Evil Ways featuring J. Cole. This combination is crazy right now. Second song from J. Cole and Drake that they put out that is straight fire. First person shooter on the original project, then Evil Ways, and now they announced that they're gonna be on a short tour together. Drake is basically finishing his It's All a Blur tour and adding some dates, and J. Cole's gonna be on some of them. That's crazy though. This song Evil Ways hard, straight bars, bro. I can't necessarily think about what bars stood out to me, but it was just straight flows. Now that's hip hop. As a lyricist, I appreciated that. Evil Ways featuring J. Cole, Drake, they went off. That one was worth it. That one was worth it, man. J. Cole is on a feature run. He on a feature run right now. 2 from Drake, 1 with Yachty. I think he got another one out there. But, man, hey, J. Cole on this thing, he might have some heat coming out. Bottom of this year, top of next year, man. But Drake, For All the Dogs, Scary Hours edition, the 6 tracks that he dropped all together, I will say, they all got lyrics. He's spitting. He definitely spitting on there. The beats are all right. It ain't like no hype turn up stuff. It's just sit down, listen, consume it, pause, and like, dang. So I give it to Drake on this. Scary Hours, For All the Dogs, Scary Hours edition. Another 6 songs. 3 of them stood out to me. They were straight, but let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat comments, call into the show 313-466-4386. Yeah, we got just 2 more projects that we listened to. I listened to Lil Durk's latest project. It's called Nightmares in the Trenches. This was 11 tracks, 30 minutes. So just within that budget range of 30 to 45 minutes that I appreciate, so I don't get bored. I can take it serious as a project. Out of 11 tracks, only one song stood out to me. I think this was a compilation project with his label, Only the Family. So it was a lot of those artists. They got a song called Posted that was hard. Pause. THF, Zoo, and Cold Killer featuring Only the Family. That was hard. That was hard. I'm not gonna lie. Every now and then, Lil Durk will put something out there. I'll be like, damn, that go hard though. But he be shooting like 10, 15%. He gotta put out a lot of tracks for me to like at least one. For real. Like Lil Durk, I already said lyrically, he's not there. But I'm like, I shouldn't be listening to Lil Durk for lyrics. And I'm pretty sure Lil Durk don't make music for people like me anyway. But anyway, let me know what you think about Lil Durk, Nightmares in the Trenches, Only the Family. Only one track from me. Other than that, no replay value whatsoever. But let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show, 313-466-4386. See, look, now I just realized I did something and I got to fix something. All right, so give me a second. Because before we talk about that, I got to talk about this, bro. Hold on, give me a second. So we listened to Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz. We listened to a project, Welcome to Collie Grove. I believe this is a sequel to Collie Grove that they put out not too long ago. Let me put the title in there. Y'all watching this live. Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz. There we go. So before we do that one, Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz, man, Welcome to Collie Grove. We definitely listened to this. This was 21 tracks, 57 minutes. A little bit longer than I would appreciate, but this was a solid fire project, bro. Yo, they got a couple singles out. Pressure was one of their recent ones, and I forgot the other one that they have. That's a single, but that's one. At least 5 other tracks stood out to me. G6, Big Diamonds, Long Story Short. Those were like the first 4-5 songs on the project. Killer. Loved it. Not gonna lie. Millions From Now was dope, and bars. Let me tell you something. This project altogether, it was straight bars, bro. You already know Wayne gonna spit. 2 Chainz gonna bring the style, and he gonna have a couple bars in there too, bro. He gonna keep up with Wayne. So I ain't gonna say keep up, but he gonna be up there though. But man, yo, straight fire. They kind of did it in acts. 50 Cent did some narrating in there. It was like 4 different acts that they did. 5 acts. 5 different acts, and each act, was narrated by 50 Cent, where they go into a different mode in the album. Whatever. Bro, this was a solid project, bro. Good replay value, if you ask me. At least those 6 tracks. Pressure, G6, Big Diamonds, Long Story Short, Millions From Now, and bars. And it's at least about 2, maybe 3 other tracks on there that I'll probably listen to. I could listen to this whole project again. Minus like 2 songs. The Significant Other, and some other song right before that. I couldn't get with those. I didn't like those songs. They slowed it down. Other than that, I like this project. Welcome to Collie Grove. Lil Wayne, 2 Chainz. I think it was fire. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show, 313-466-4386. And then lastly, we got to talk about this project. The highly anticipated solo debut album for Andre 3000 from Outkast. Now, just earlier this week, he announced, we even heard about the project, New Blue Sun. And then we heard that it was going to be no bars on there, aka no rapping, no singing, no nothing. It is just an hour and 27 minutes and 8 tracks of flute playing, woodwind instruments, and other different types of sounds. Now, when he first said this, I think all of us was like, alright, he really trolling though. Ain't no way he about to do this. 3 stacks? Nah, this nigga really did that, bro. This nigga really put out a flute album, bro. It's long as hell. It's like a movie. It's an hour and a half. I haven't listened to the whole thing. I listened to the majority of it. It is just meditation, lo-fi, sleep music. And that's not to talk bad on it. But it's exactly what he said it was. And I'm slightly disappointed. It's exactly what he said it was. I was really expecting him to just be trolling. Now, it's not a bad project. It's just not what you expect, even though he told you what to expect. So, New Blue Sun, Andre 3000. Maybe I'll listen to it to go to sleep or when I want to meditate. I can see myself meditating to this. I'll give it that. I'll say, hey, I listened to an Andre 3000 album to meditate to. Other than that, what are we going to do with this? It is what it is for what it is. It got its own lane, so I don't want to ish on it. Shout out to Andre 3000 for taking a chance into a whole nother lane, bro, and doing something like this, man. So Andre 3000, New Blue Sun, 8 tracks, hour, 27 minutes. It's meditation, sleep music. Take it for what it is. It is what it is. But let me know what you think about the project. What did you expect? Go off in the live chat, in the comments, or call into the show, 313-466-4386. Let's switch, man. Now we about to talk about movies, TV shows that we seen, and scenes I saw Corn Stream. Nah, I mean, coffee, 5:10 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. We watched Matt Rife, Natural Selection. This was a stand-up comedy joint on Netflix, no endorsement. Hour, 4 minutes. Matt Rife, popular white comedian. Don't mean to make it about race, but you know, he got popular on social media for the most part, and I had to look him up. Like, who is this dude? And he was on Wild 'N Out too. So I was like, oh, this one of the white dudes from Wild 'N Out. They only had like so many, so I'm like, oh, okay. Watch this highlight tape from Wild 'N Out on YouTube. Out of maybe 10 clips, 3 of them were actually funny. The rest, 2 of them were decent, and then the rest of them were just corny stuff. So now he's on the big stage. He's very, very popular, making his rounds. He got a Netflix special. It's entertaining, I will say, very entertaining. I have funny moments, but I don't know. It wasn't bad. That's what I will say. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. He made a decent point about natural selection. He was talking about a situation where, you know, being on a plane and having your additional bag, and people, you know, the flight attendant, making a big fuss about you having it on your lap or having your bag under your seat because for safety hazards. It's like, bro, if during an emergency, if you can't jump over this bag and you die, or something happens to you, you can't jump over this bag, it's natural selection, dog. And I laughed at that because I believe in that 100%. Like, if I'm not capable of doing something to save my life, it's probably time for me to go. It's probably time for me to go. But other than that, he talked about social media criticism. He made a real good point with that, and that was a mic drop for him at the end. It was a decent project. I'm not gonna lie. There's some white people humor in there, all through it. But he got a good sense of humor, man. I will give him that, man. Matt Rife, not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't expect to laugh at anything, but this was decent. Natural Selection on Netflix. I actually recommend you check it out, man. And let me know what you think if you did see it. Go off in the live chat in the comments, call into the show, 313-466-4386. And watching this next project, it's called Wrath of Becky. Saw this on Paramount Plus, no endorsement. Hour 24 minutes. This was like action suspense, kind of like it was. I don't know who the little white girl was who starred in it, but let me just talk about the description. 2 years after she escaped a violent attack on her family, 16-year-old Becky attempts to rebuild her life in the care of an older woman, a kindred-spirited woman named Elena. However, when a violent group known as the Noblemen break into their home, attack them, and take their beloved dog, Becky must return to her old ways to protect herself and her loved ones. Technically, you didn't protect, because the lady, Elena, got shot. That was an older black lady who just adopted her in some type of way, took her under her wing. This is what I want to say. What I was about to say is, so the Noblemen that they talking about, they represent the Proud Boys, essentially. Or I don't want to get into it. They represent the Proud Boys. And one of the leaders of it was, one of the white dudes was Stifler. I forgot the dude's actual name. I think it's like Sean something. But Stifler, man, I was mad as hell. Like, damn, Stifler, the goddamn leader. You just never know. But anyway, it was a decent movie. It was a really decent movie. I like the concept. I like the plot. But this little 16-year-old white girl, there's no way. Like, there's no way she would be doing this to grown men. No way, bro. There are plenty of times, and it's a movie, I get it, but there's plenty of times where she should have just been gone. They could have got her out of there. But they made dramatic and all that other stuff. I like the plot of it. I like what they're saying. There's a lot of like kind of what do they call it? Easter eggs in it, I guess you would say. But it was nice. I only hated the fact that the little white girl went on a killing spree really because they took her dog. She wasn't even really mad like that they shot the black girl, the black woman in the head in her crib. And she raised you basically. As soon as they took the dog, she was mad in the mud. On some John Wick stuff, bro. Oh man. People and they dogs. That killed me. Anyway, I wouldn't necessarily recommend wasting your time watching this, but if you just so happen to watch it, you know, it's probably a decent movie. But let me know what you think if you did watch it. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386. Just checking to see if we got anything else, and I don't think so. So we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. First, though, thinking out loud, it ain't no way in hell Walmart, Meijer, any other store, it ain't no way y'all got enough money to have somebody on your staff just to say hi and bye to people when they come in your store. Ain't no way, bro. It's people out here struggling. And I get it, you employing people, but y'all paying them just to say hi and bye? Like, they really just be standing there. Hi, bye, hello, have a good day. Like, bro, either y'all really, either maybe that's not their only job. Either they got other duties and tasks that they got to do along with that, or Walmart, Meijer, y'all got too much goddamn on money. My conspiracy is that they only want you to say hi and bye back so that they can record your voice and use it for AI in the future. But that's just me thinking out loud, saying crazy stuff. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386, man. We're about to get up out of here. It is 5 in the morning. So before we do that, do me a favor. Kick it with KCMC on all social media at KIWKCMC. That's on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, all that. KIWKCMC. That's just the abbreviations for Kick It with KCMC. Show some love to my sponsor, Team Elite, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, also at Team Elite 313, TEAMELITE 313. And go on their website, man. They about to be kicking off that Black Friday sale real soon. I believe today, if I'm not mistaken. Go to their website, see what they got on there, man. Up to 50% off, I believe. Team Elite 313. That's TEAMELITE 313.com. Ask your mom. Appreciate you for kicking with KCMC again. Hey, man, listen, if you got this far, hit that like button. If you even watching at 5 in the morning Eastern time, it's 2 in the morning on the West Coast right now. So everybody should be asleep. But hey, man, show some love. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe. Hit the alert so you know when we going live. Share it. Tell a friend to tell a friend. That's all for the free ski. If you got a couple dollars, donate to the show so we can grow. We appreciate it. Check out my singles, Juice, Hands and Knees. Both of the description. The link is in the description. Also to all the articles we talked about. Once again, we out. We'll see you again this weekend.